Okay, so continuing from where we left off, let's try and go the other way. Let's see what happens if we start at the green dot. So if I start at the green dot, what is my change in the y? Well, I would have to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. And since it's up, that's a positive number, right? Over, how do I get to the red dot using my x-axis? Well, I would have to go backwards 1, 2, 3. Now, since it's backwards, that's going to be a negative, right? Well, if you put that into a calculator, or you think about it, that's going to be the same thing. It's still negative 5/3. So it doesn't matter which direction you go. And since the dots are right on those points, we can just count the spaces to figure out what the slope is. So that's number 1. Number 7 is all about using the formula for slope. So starting at number 7, I have 2 points, 5, negative 5, and negative 12, 19. So the first thing that I'm going to do here, since I'm actually going to use my slope formula, what is the slope formula? We've got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Make sure you've got your notes on that. We've talked about guided notes over the slope formula. So now I'm just going to fill it in and reduce it. Oh wait, what is my y2 and my y1? So this is why it's important to label your points every time. So here's my first x, here's my first y, here's my second x, here's my second y. So now I can fill them in, right? The number that represents my second y is 19. So 19 minus negative 5 over negative 12. That's my x2 minus my x1 is 5. Now I can simplify it. 19 minus negative 5. Minus a negative is the same as a positive. 19 plus 5 is 24. Divided by negative 12 minus 5 is negative 17. I can't reduce that, and so it's just going to stay negative 24 over 17. And that's my slope. So we're just using the slope formula instead of counting the squares. Now you could graph these points and then count the squares, but we have the slope formula that's going to make that so much faster, right? And then on the third page, we're actually going to skip the third page for right now. So go ahead and skip that. We've talked about y equals 2 and how to graph that, and x equals negative 5. But we haven't really talked about slope-intercept form and what that looks like. So we're going to go ahead and go over that at this time. So skip that for now and we'll come back to it.